Joy or happiness? Success or failure? Peace or dismay? The foundations of our life rest on the words we receive. A word of hope and guidance, translated from the Temple of Solomon in Brazil. You are listening to A Word of Faith with Bishop Macedo.
Hello, my friends. God bless all of you wherever you are in this moment. Because God, He doesn't have limits. He doesn't have limits to reach everyone, especially those who are afflicted. He loves you so much, you who are afflicted, you who are living in desperation in your house, because your house, it's supposed to be the place of most peaceful place, the most calm place, because all the members of your family, they are close to you. But no, unfortunately, what happens is the opposite. Inside of the house, maybe it's like the greatest hell in people's life. So I would like you to listen this word of God for you. Look at this. This is a prophecy for those who are crying, those who are suffering. Pay attention. God is saying through the prophet Isaiah, "For thus says the high and lofty one, who inhabits eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place, with him who has contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite ones." So God, He dwells in the high and holy place, but also He dwells with who has a contrite and humble spirit. Those who are suffering, those who are mourning. And why? That's the question. Why does God dwell with me in this moment? I'm suffering. Why He doesn't solve my problem? Why? Pay attention. God, He doesn't do anything in the world without the participation of human being. So He can be realized in this world. He needs the human being so that He can make and perform His miracles, His glory, His majesty, His power that has no limits. For that to be complete, the human being needs to find Him. So He's with you at this moment. He's right there with you. But He only will manifest Himself in your life if you call Him. So it's necessary that you have this faith intelligent. God is God, and He doesn't perform magic. He manifests His glory in the life of those who call upon Him. You know what happens in the time of Jesus? Jesus, He would walk amongst the crowd. He walked among the sick, among the people who were possessed, but only when someone would call upon Him, He would answer them. That's how it works. You need to show your faith so that He can manifest in your life. It doesn't matter the level of suffering, of pain, of sin, of injustice that you are facing. Doesn't matter if you deserve or if you don't deserve. In this moment that you call upon Him, you say, I don't know you, or you can call Him the way you know. I don't know you, but I ask your mercy. That's enough. That's enough for Him to come within your life and enable you to overcome. I would like to show you how can God restore, change, bless and hear the cry out of a person that comes to him and ask for his help. We are going to listen to some testimonies now. And the way that this person was heard by God, was blessed, you also will be blessed. Let's listen to these testimonies now.
I grew up in a domestic violence household where my dad would take all the money and financially abuse my mum, so he would use it on drugs and stuff. So we was left in poverty where there was no electricity, there was no food, I had no clothes to wear because I was at primary school at the time, so there was literally lack of money. And it was just that I started getting involved with gang members to try and sell drugs in order to be able to have a financial life. And then from the age of 13 I started prostitution in order to be able to make money to bring home for my family. My worst moment in life was when I was in an abusive relationship where I nearly got killed by my ex-boyfriend, where things got physical and I suffered from sexual abuse. It was really, really bad, where I was literally bleeding and stuff, and that was like the worst time of my life. I came through the UCKG. So in the UCKG Help Centre, they have a youth group called the VYG, which I started to attend, called the Victory Youth Group, and that's where I started getting the tips and the help and all the support in order to establish my financial life. They were speaking about things on how as a young person you can actually be successful at such a young age, which is kind of hard for the things I was seeing outside, because people were doing it the wrong way, through drugs, through selling their body and stuff. So when I came, I was able to learn how to make money the right way. So I work for the NHS, so I'm the youngest expert representative in the whole of the UK in regards to for NHS in regards to mental health for the young people. So I get to discuss with the director and all the head people on NHS what we can do for mental health. I'm also part of the Obama Foundation, so Barack Obama's foundation. So I'm one of the people that is also a member of that, and I also run my own brand to empower women from my domestic violence journey and all that kind of stuff. So I do quite a lot. So the UCKG in regards to my financial life was really, really important, because it allowed me to learn tools. And because sometimes you might get the tools outside, but you don't have the self-belief, you don't have the faith that you can actually use those tools to make something great out of yourself and for people out there when you're giving them a service. So it's definitely helped me to boost my confidence and self-belief, to understand that I have power and I have the skills to be able to do amazing things in my financial life. So it's definitely blessed me. My life is totally transformed. There's not a day that I'm broke. God is always providing more than I even expect. Even my job, where I'm working, my own brand, everything is just flowing. Like, there's never a day where you open the cupboards and there's no bread or no anything. There's electricity all the time. I'm able to provide for my mom. We've just got our new house, so financial life is blessed.
You are listening to A Word of Faith with Bishop Macedo.
My name is Becky. Before I came to the UCKG, I was someone who was very depressed. So I suffered a lot from depression. Like, I would cry a lot. Like, inside of me, I just always felt like there was no peace. Like, my family was very ruined at the time as well when I first came. So my parents had just recently separated. We moved far away. So I always felt like I was alone. Like, even when I would be around people or in my house or with my friends, I never felt that like there was anyone with me. I always felt alone. Then I got invited to the help center by one of my family members, and then when I came, they supported me a lot. Like, they would sit down with me, speak to me. Initially, like, the one thing that they did is help me to understand that a lot of the things that I was facing within myself, I didn't need to face, because before I'd become accustomed to it. So I thought, no, this is, how life is supposed to be. This is what it will be for me. But when I came to the help center, I soon realized that, no, like, my life can change. I can be happy. I can have peace. And now everything it's a blessing. Like, I am inside of me, I am happy, I have peace. A lot of the problems that I was facing before, like depression, I don't have depression at all anymore. My family is united. We speak, there's no problems, like, we don't argue or fight anymore, and life is just completely different now. I'm not worried about what people think about me. I have peace. I don't need to be around people to feel happy. I can just be by myself doing nothing, just sitting down, but I have that peace inside of me and that assurance that my life is in God's hands and He's in control of everything.
Has this program been beneficial to you? Do you enjoy listening to the show? Help us to keep it running by sponsoring us. There are 2 ways you can do this. You can log on to uckg.org/donation and select media sponsors to make an immediate contribution. Or you can sign the media sponsorship form, supporting us with as little as £1.99 per month. To receive this form, you can call our 24-hour helpline on 0207 686 6000. You can also visit any of the UCKG branches in the UK or request it by sending an email to sponsors@uckg.org. Your help will be much appreciated and will ensure that many others will continue to benefit from listening to the programme.